Yo, 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 yo. Yes, what's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on? Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I've been a little under the weather. Doing some celebrations as well. Another milestone. Um, but we got a lot to talk about since I've been gone. Um, and we're just gonna jump right into it. First, I just want to quickly touch on the news. In case you've been under a rock, there's been a lot of talk about tariffs being implemented over the weekend and was supposedly going to go in effect today, but crisis averted. Trump made a deal with Mexico and Canada for some of the same stuff that we already had. So, they're gonna do some concessions that they already were doing, and he's gonna pause the tariffs for 30 days. So crisis averted. But one area where they weren't averted was China, and supposedly this morning at 12:01 a.m. Anything imported from China is going to have a 10% tariff on it. China hit back against the Trump tariffs, and they're going to levy tariffs 10 to 15% on U.S. energy. So that's LNG, all the LNG exports that are going on. That's liquid gas that's been cooled to a liquid form, so they can export it and send it all over the world because the U.S. is, I believe, the number one producer of that. And so they kind of see this as a warning shot to America. They're like, hey, um, we don't want to mess with you too much, but we're just gonna add these little. Maybe if we, target some of these industries that are supporting this, maybe they'll have a different change of tone. So, that's kind of basically what's going on with that. Um, so they're supposed to have a talk or something too, I believe, coming up. Um, Futures are steady right now. So as trade worries ease, because I think a lot of people, like I said this in the past video, I think a lot of people see these as bluffs. And I played poker before. If people think you're bluffing all the time, like, you're dead. You might as well get up from the table. So we'll see how that plays out. Um, and Paulo raises record capital from private wealth. Want to look at that story. But and U.S. deports Indian migrants as Trump follows through with threats. So Indians they get it as well. Doesn't matter. No, illegals and illegal. And there's some other stuff going in the news, but I want to get to the big news. I want to say the big news, but hopefully you've been following my channel and you've been following my advice on Palantir. Like I said, it's the only stock I care about right now because I won't say I'm heavily invested in it, but I believed in it. Our group got in at $23. So we've rode it all the way to the top here. And it's been, like I said, it's been flirting around with breaking this 80 um this 80 range, 85, 84, and it just goes up and comes back down. Hopefully you did some sniping during that whole little process there. But it was always something holding it back, like the news or something, like let me fix something real quick. Yeah, like the news or just certain little things that just kept happening, that kept it from breaking through like it should have always had. So a few, I don't, was it, yeah, Friday, the CEO went on CNBC, and my take on it is, and a lot of people's take on it, he was very, very cocky, very confident in what he was saying, like, and he did a long interview, and that's really a risk when you have earnings coming out on Monday. So I knew then, I had a feeling then that he was, he knew something that we didn't know. And we didn't load up, but we just kind of maintained our position. And what do you know? It paid off. After market close, their earnings released at 5 p.m. and they started having their earnings call. The stock shot through the moon. It went up $20, which is a 20% increase. A little more than 20% increase. So right now, pre-market, it's at 103. I mean, that's we told you so. So all the people that are going to be running in here when the market closed trying to get in, if you're already in, you're sitting back smoking a cigar and you're ready to take profits, just like we ready to take profits too. So that's what we're gonna do. And I think one of my partners, he's a little bit more um versed in the fundamentals of stocks, we lean on him for that. But he mentioned that Anduril was what a lot of people speculated, were they doing business with them, and I think it's probably confirmed other places, but they're doing a lot of business. So the thought is they're going to get a lot of government contracts. Another company that they're and Anders not however you say it, and Anduril is not publicly traded right now. But another company that is publicly traded is 3L Harris, or L3 Harris Technologies. And Surprisingly, their stock isn't, they're not up pre-market. But this is probably one to watch as well. It's gonna, as the news starts coming out, people are gonna start, diving into this stock as well. I mean, it's kind of expensive, it's at 212, but it is definitely something to look at getting into. So like, we'll go back to Palantir. Like I said, it's definitely something that that we've been promoting, and I've been promoting for a while. And I would have liked to have done some pop shots here, some scalping here, but I was afraid of this missing this jump like this. That's a, if you own 100 shares, you made $2,000 overnight. So that's always good. So like I said, we're gonna sit back and kind of wait for the market to open and take profit on that. Another stock that we're watching in our portfolio is Nvidia. Nvidia's having a tough time right now, and I anticipate the pullback continuing. It may even drop all the way down to $95. But again, they have earnings coming out soon as well. So these are all buying opportunities. These are not stocks that are going to just fall off the face of the earth. The market cap's too large. They're too important to what the U.S. is trying to do. So I highly recommend that you, like I said, look at these as buying opportunities. I mean, it keeps, it's poised to, it may not even fall that low. I think people are going to really realize that Nvidia is not going anywhere, and they're heavily integrated, and all of these companies that are shooting up, like Palantir. I mean, Palantir can't go up this much without relying on Nvidia. So eventually the market will catch up. Another stock that that you must have is Meta. I mean, it's I wish we would have. It's not something we're in it, but we're not heavily divested into it. We wanted to. I guess we played it. I don't know. It just Meta's just not the first thing you think about when you're looking at your portfolio or building your portfolio. It is part of the Mag 7. It's not. I don't know. We slept on it for sure. We have a little bit, and we've made decent numbers off of the few amount of stock that we owned, but it was also a Palantir type stock. I don't know. What is it, doubled in the last? Let's see. Let's look at it. Well, 1 second. Sorry about that, y'all. Had to, like I said, I'm having a little cold here going on, but yeah, I mean, Palantir, over the last, we'll just say 6 months, is up 38%. I'm not Palantir, but Meta's up 38% over the last 6 months. Year to date, not so much, 18%, but that's a heck of a lot. And year to year, in the past year, it's up 50%. So, but it is, like I said, it is something you definitely want to have in your portfolio and continue to add. I mean, it's gonna, in my opinion, shoot up to the $1,000 mark, and continue to ride from there. Oh, let's see. Let's look at our Walmart. Walmart is probably more of an options play or in a long term play, but and I don't know how the tariffs in China are going to affect Walmart. I think everything in there is made in China, or at least it used to be until their USA push. But I still go in there and you find China products all over. It's kind of hard to avoid China having products in there, but again, that's one to watch. Vanguard, I'm there's a lot of concern about Vanguard. I think they lost a lot, lost a lot of money. You probably want to dig more into that. I'll have more on that later. It's kind of just like a pre-market show, and me just getting back. Like I said, I'm recovering from the flu, but like I said, Vanguard's one to watch. There may be some huge buying opportunities here. If we get down to the 516 range, they're like I said, they're in everything. So they're not going anywhere as well. They're uniquely diversified. So I look for those to continue to go up. Elon, I mean, he like I said, he just can't stay out of the news. He just can't keep this stock over 400 every day. It's something negative about him, especially with his dealings with Doge and privacy and all that stuff. So, um, I look at these as buying opportunities, but this may be on a downtrend for quite some time, and unfortunately, it's going to affect the ETF that we're in, but we're just really in it for the dividends. Last dividend, like I said, was 71 cents. So that was pretty good. We own quite a bit of those. So it's this is more of a dividend play for me. Talk talk. I mean, it's kind of it flirts with doing what I wanted to do. So we're gonna continue to hold it, but my patience is wearing thin on it. SoFi, my favorite fintech stock right now at the moment, and it's reached into a buying zone. Again, I look at these when they go under the 280 strong. These type of stocks when they go under the 200 EMA, just look at them as buying opportunities. If you already have it, add more. You can price average, hopefully down. But in this case, you probably price average up if you're adding to your position, or if you kind of see this, reaching these highs, you might want to take some profit, wait for it to pull back, and then get back in. Yeah, so that's kind of it for our portfolio on deck. PayPal, I'm big on PayPal. Rocket Labs. Rocket Labs is you want to wait for the pullback. Uh, their talks at 19, 20, even 17. So wait for that and then pounce on it, as some people would say. Rivian, I like Rivian. Rivian's really the only viable competitor in the EV space to Tesla, and they just got a contract approved. So they'll be coming out with it. Some of their trucks are, some of their vehicles are a little awkward looking, but I mean, hey, you got um, cyber trucks rolling around here. So and they're a little expensive as well. So take that for what it's worth. Lee Auto, we abandoned. My suggestion, we abandoned this stock a while ago. Not abandoned it, but we got out of it. I kind of panicked when you know when China was kind of under attack, especially with their EVs and chips and stuff like that. So, but it may be a good time to get in. It's right at a prime zone where momentum's gaining. RSI is low, so but it's bounced off of the 30 mark here, and we got some nice implied volatility. So hopefully that's on the upswing. It's definitely trading on the upside of the VWAP, as you can see. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to look at my video about how to read the read deck and how to set up your read deck. But yeah, so take a look at that. Lee Auto, Big Bear. Big Bear is holding steady where it is right now after the what am I trying to say? After it rebounded from these lows here, and it's now trading on the upside. So we look for that trend to continue. Maybe it'll stop out at like I said, at these numbers that it's been struggling with, 40, 459 and 455. But it is something to throw in the bag, or at least have on deck. So now we're gonna go into some new plays that I've been looking at. Mind Technologies is industrial services. Um, Let me see here. Sorry, my computer's running a little slow. Um, they engage in provision of technology and solutions for exploration, surveying. So they're they're a company that tries to find new resources to mine or whatever. And they're up, as you can see, they're up in the last 6 months. They've doubled. And so they're a little bit off, and they're 68% off of their all-time high. So as more, and I kind of tie this stock into a lot of the cabinet picks that Trump's appointing, and especially in the Interior Department. So I anticipate them opening up a lot of land for mining, for these type companies to buy and sell off minerals and natural resources. So this is a good short to long term play. Then we have Net Capital. Net Capital is and Net Capital, I'm sorry, is sitting right at pre-market. It's down off the close, but there's a lot of upside to it right now, and they are a fintech company as well, which engages in provision for financial solutions. The firm platform allows private companies to raise capital online. So, raising capital is the name of the game, and I think they have some good technology around that. So to look at this as these are my my home run plays that I've been looking at. So definitely get you some of that. Net Capital, PCA, Processa Pharmaceuticals. I'm in love with you know pharmaceuticals and medical and things like that. They're the highest performers so far in the Trump presidency. And you take from that what you want. But Processed Pharmaceuticals, they're at 67 cents, but their all-time high is, I believe, around. Let me see here. They're 100% off of their all-time high. So if we at least get back to that, then we're good. I mean, the last 5 days it's up 13%. So I mean, it's down over the month, but it is something to look at and to add. Maybe not so much as maybe don't go all in on this, but they announced closing of a $5 million public offering priced at the market under Nasdaq rules. So they're raising funds, and they're I'm sure going to do some good things. Alcoa Corporation, again, this is a tariff play. Um, and they're one of the largest aluminum producers. And the price of aluminum is going to shoot up. As you can see, pre-market, it's up over the close of 34.11. It's at 34.59. So this is again a long-term play, something you want to hold in the bag all year, because we anticipate the price of aluminum just to continue to skyrocket. Let's see here. Now we have Thar, which is Theramune Inc., and they're another health stock. Again, load up on the health stocks here. They're down almost 100%. But in the last 2 days, they had some momentum. They're up 2%. So I think now may be that time to move, and it's a good time to get in. It's right at $2. Um, you know, maybe wait it out if you're getting in today. Maybe wait it out till later on in the week, like Friday or something like that. And maybe you have a pullback, and then we get some good news. I'll give you a few more. My size, they're a technology company, and let's see what they specialize in. Development and measurement technologies. So as these companies, this is for our online retailers. One of the biggest barriers for a sale is, will it fit, or am I ordering the right size? So this company is offering some good technology for e-commerce to help with that, to basically measure your size off of pictures and other things that they require to do so. So my size, it's right at $2. I can only see this, and they're off of. Let me see. They're off of their all-time high as well. So again, maybe this is something you look at on Friday for a pullback, and then jump in. But it's just crossed over the 200 EMA. When it's doing that, it usually pulls. When it's done that in the past, it usually goes up to a high, so to speak, or a ceiling, and then we may be looking at 225 for a pullback, and then 189 for a good entry or somewhere around there. IVP, Inspire Veterinary Partners. Everybody loves their animals. And this company engages in business of operating small animal general practice hospitals. So everyone loves their animal and they want to see them live a long time. And I think more people are going to start giving their animals the proper care that they need. So Inspire Veterinary Partners. Let's see the news. They they just brought on a new director, Samantha. Um, I can't pronounce that last name, and I won't butcher it. But she's supposed to be big in the space and going to bring a lot of recognition and validation to the organization. And they just recently had a stock split. I wish maybe you don't get in before then because it has pulled back, but the 25 to 1, that's $100, $100, $50 stock. So yeah, if it gets back to that in the long term, you're good to go. And last but not least, Transcode Therapeutics, another, in case you guys haven't noticed the theme, medical, health. Year to date, they're up 123%, and that's still off of their all-time high. So this is another stock to get in while the getting is good, and that's right now. It's at $7.55. Again, you probably want to wait for the pullback because there will be one. I don't know if it'll be today, but watch this stock throughout till Friday, and then set your target and go get it. So, man, I mean, that's my market analysis quick for this morning. Again, it's all about Palantir. We're going to watch this and see what it does after market open. Right now, it's at 103.29. I'm probably going to set a stop loss here for half of our holdings and wait for a pullback and get back in. So that's all I got for you right now. Have a good morning. And hopefully it's profitable. Peace. Hey, babe. Hey, what's up? I'm getting there. I will. Took it about 2 times last night. Mm-hmm.